guys, Paulie here. Wee! Anecdote time. So we're playing Runequest long ago. And for reasons kind of best unexplored, one character gets a hate on for another. He wants revenge, so he splits away from the party and he's going to get revenge on this other character. Now, the character that he wants revenge on had rolled appalling stats, absolutely horrifyingly awful. Like, he wasn't particularly bright, he wasn't perceptive, he wasn't strong, but he did roll like top level noble. So this is a guy like, you know, Lord High Duke, whatever, and he had an atomic butt ton of money. So what he decided to do is, one wishes to go on an adventure. So he's hired the rest of the party to ensure that one has the best possible adventure. So the other guys were on retainer. So he said, look, I wish an adventuring experience. So I wish to camp but comfortably in the most scenic possible locations. I wish worthwhile viands for me to eat. I want excellent wines, of course, I want entertainment, but I want adventurous things to happen. So people are actually going ahead to scout for stuff and like, oh, okay, it's like having beaters out, you know, getting the Lord game. They're trying to find like, oh, hang on, there's a little conundrum here. Well, we'll solve it, but not like totally solve it, but we've got how to do this. We'll let him through and we'll coach him through the whole thing if he does that. It was actually a hilarious game. But this guy's out there trying to get revenge on him. Now, Runequest is a percentile-based system and it has fumbles in it. If you roll way too high, you know, bad things happen. There's a whole chart for this. So, this dwarf character is out for revenge on the noble. First thing he sort of does is he's in the upper level of a tavern, and these guys sweep into the tavern. It's like he's got a two-handed axe. Like, right, I'm going to lie in wait, but I'm going to make sure the best table is the one kind of down below me. He says, yes, excellent. He says, so the guy comes in, sits at the table with his back to me, yes, hey, axe. I'm going to leap down from the shelf behind and kill him with the axe. Roll it, okay, fumble. Thunk, and this thing basically hits into the wooden beam above. Right, yeah, let it go. I will, I'll draw my dagger. I'll plunge on him with a dagger. Says, okay, fumble again. Says, cut self with dagger. Ooh. The dinner is over, and this guy now like leaves. Oh, excellent. Just make a perception roll for me, will you? So, absolute failure. Hasn't noticed shrieks, howls, screams from this guy. Off they go. It's a little like there's a Daffy Duck cartoon where he is Robin Hood, and there's a merchant he's after who's always on this little donkey and never notices. It was exactly this. Dwarf races ahead and he gets an arbalest, you know, like a siege crossbow, which does, you know, uber Google damage. And again, he sets himself up in a house, looking down the road. He's got it zeroed in, and the noble comes down the road, and fire! Says, you know, hand to God. Fumble yet again, and the player is completely losing it at this point. What? No way! No, God, no way! He's throwing dice around the place, and you know, everyone's just cagging with laughter. So that doesn't go off. Ding! Your Wile E. Coyote moment. It's like, oh, please let him look into it to see why it's not working. No. He threw it away. And again, he goes racing downstairs to try and get these guys. Make a dexterity roll. Completely fails it. So can't get the door open. Gets out, and they've gone. So, but that's right. I'll do that. Right. He finds out where they're going, and there's a tavern way out in the middle of the wilderness. So this guy is a dwarf, and it's Runequest. He has access to gunpowder. He steals a titanic cartload of gunpowder. He races ahead to the only tavern in the wilderness where these guys are going. He kidnaps the tavern keeper and daughter, ties them up, puts them in the woods. I'm going to get them this time. Yeah. And he fills the entire cellar of this thing with gunpowder, lays his fuse out there, and then dresses himself up as an innkeeper as everyone comes in. And it's the dwarf. They know the dwarf, but he's like, you know, oh, I'll dye my beard red and I'll wear a different hat. And I'll put an eye patch on. So, oh, good. But by this stage, he's like, hello, welcome to my inn. What would you like to eat? The noble says, oh, well, I'll have your best. Do you have a roast? Oh, I'll put one on for you. Never mind. Here's some ale. Lots of ale and wine. You just sit here, okay? Just sit exactly here. Off he races like. So I just ask the nobles player, who's in a different room and hasn't quite caught all of this thing. So this twitchy innkeeper, like, he says he's putting a roast on for you. All right. Oh, he's putting it on for me. So it'll be a while. Well, there was a lake, wasn't there? Yeah. Well, let's take the rest of the party. Let's go for an evening constitutional. I think that will give us an excellent appetite for our supper. So we'll just stroll out. Is there another door? We don't want to go out the one this peasant went out of. Yeah, there's another door. All right, I'll go out that one and we'll just take a nice stroll by the lake. And meanwhile, the dwarf has got a flaming torch, goes out to the fuse and lights it. Says, all right, let's just do a luck roll, percentile dice. How does this thing burn? And no, she gets about 80% of the way down and stops. Oh, how much of this thing is left? About 2 feet of fuse. Oh, run in there with a torch, yeah. Light the damn thing, yeah, and then run back. Leap behind a log. I'm in cover. All right. We roll again to no. It's gotten to like the very last millimeter of, and it's gone out again, and nothing's happened. What? Did it blow up? Nothing's happened. What? I'm sick to death of this game system. I run in there. What is it? It's like this much fuse. Oh, it's not burning, huh? Fuse doesn't want to burn. I take the torch. I push it on the damn thing. Here, is it burning yet? Is it burning yet? Is it burning yet? Yeah, it's burning. Yeah, bladder baboom. So. The rest of the party down by the lake says, oh, you're down by the lake shore, enjoying life. And oh, look, a swan. Oh, how beautiful. This titanic fireball explodes. You look off, and in the middle of the fireball, rocketing skywards, heading for orbit, you see this blazing on fire dwarf who's still screaming hysterically, I got him! I got him! Oh, crap. So, yes, Tales of the Burning Dwarf. Cheers.